sky and sunshine. Happy St David's Day to any of our Welsh viewers that are watching today, or subscribers. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are celebrating, whether it be here in Spain or back in Wales in the UK, or even in the UK, England. And I hope you've got some lovely weather similar to what we've got here today. As you can see, it's really beautiful today. Temperatures around 21 degrees. Has been quite breezy this morning, but the sun is going down a little bit now, so hopefully the wind noise won't be too much. I'm going to go indoors in a little bit just to do a video today, so we'll catch you in a moment. So back indoors now, so hopefully there won't be quite so much wind noise as was outside today. But as you can see, beautiful weather here in Algorfa, sunny Algorfa on the Costa Blanca in sunny Spain. And a very good afternoon, because it's 1:20 to all our subscribers and followers wherever you are in the world, whether you're in the United States and America. I know we've got a few out that way, or wherever you are in Europe or back home in the UK. You are very welcome, and I hope you will stay with the channel. We are a very small channel at the moment, but we are constantly growing. Yeah, so today, what we're going to talk about today? Well, I thought we'd talk about today, we'd do a bit of travelling. Not exactly travelling outside today, but travelling back in time. Yes, we're going to go a little bit of back in time to history. Hopefully it will be interesting stuff, because yesterday, as you know, was a leap year. It was a leap day, the 29th of February. So I just thought we'd give you, out of curiosity, a little bit of interest and some facts about why do we have a leap year? Why do we have February the 29th every 4 years? Why do we have that? Well, on a leap year, February has, as you know, 29 days. Now, this extra day is supposed to keep us in sync with the seasons, basically. The leap year was introduced to address the fraction in the solar year by the Gregorian calendar in the 16th century. So the 16th century is when it all started, really. So that's when you can blame that lot in the 16th century. The calendar, the Gregorian calendar, was created bearing in mind that it takes 365.242 days each year for the Earth to revolve around the Sun. The extra snippet is around 6 hours a year, and that adds up over time, as you can imagine. So that little 0.242 days, that adds up to around 6 hours a year, and it adds up obviously over time. So who came up with a leap year? Well, the concept evolved over time. Ancient civilizations used the cosmos to plan their lives, and the calendars date back to the Bronze Age, right back to them. They were based on either the phases of the moon or the sun, as various calendars are today. Our calendars are based on those today. Usually they were lunisolar, that means using both. Then came the Roman Empire. Yes, the good old Romans always knew how to do things, didn't they? And Julius Caesar, of course, very prominent emperor in Roman times. He introduced his Julian calendar in 46 BC, and it was purely solar, and it counted a year at 365.25 days. So there we go. So once every 4 years, an extra day was added. Before that, the Romans counted a year at 355 days, at least for a time anyway. So the Julian calendar was used by the Western world for hundreds of years, and Pope Gregory the 13th, he came along. Is he going to mess things up, you say? Well, and his Gregorian calendar took effect in the late 16th century. So in fact he did. He brought out the Gregorian calendar in the 16th century. And in fact that remains with us in use today. And it's clearly not perfect, or there would be no need for a leap year. But it was a big improvement, reducing the drift to mere seconds. So instead of hours, it reduced it to mere seconds, which I guess is a big thing, isn't it? Why did Pope Gregory the 13th step in? Well, it all came down to Easter, doesn't it always? Easter, always that prominent event in any calendar year. It was coming later in the year over time, and he began to worry and fret that events related to Easter, like the Pentecost, might clash with pagan festivals, and the Pope wanted Easter to remain in the spring. So what did he do? He eliminated some extra days and accumulated on the Julian. He eliminated some extra days that were accumulated on the Julian calendar, and he tweaked the rules on leap day. And it was in fact Pope Gregory and his advisors who came up with the maths on when there should or shouldn't be a leap year. So he was a big character, if you like, in the events of history. So what would happen without a leap year? What would happen? Well, the seasons will change. Eventually everything, including when major events fall, when farmers plant, and how seasons align with the sun and the moon, would all change. Without leap years, after a few hundred years, we will have summer in November. So who would fancy summer in November? Some people might say it would be a good thing, but maybe not, because it's nice to have it in the warmer times of the year, isn't it? Who wants a summer when it's cold? I certainly wouldn't. Physics instructors say, and Christmas would be in the summer. So again, not very good. So there will be no snow and no feeling of Christmas. Not that we have to worry too much about snow here in Spain. It doesn't happen, I have to say, very often. Once in a very rare blue moon. So when do leap year babies celebrate their birthdays, you might ask? Because obviously some babies are going to be born on the 29th of February. Well, since the leap year happens only once in 4 years, different countries have devised different official birthdays of such babies. So, for instance, in New Zealand, the official birthday of leap year babies falls on February the 28th. That's the day before, in common years. In other countries, like the UK, the birthdays of people born on February the 29th, they can either celebrate it on February the 28th, the day before, or they can wait until March the 1st to celebrate their birthday. The chance of babies being born on a leap day is 1 in around 1,500. And there are an estimated 5 million leaplings born on February the 29th in the world today. That's quite amazing, isn't it? That amount of our babies are actually born on that particular day, on a leap year day. Superstitions now. Are there any superstitions attached with a leap year? Aren't there always superstitions on anything, I guess, in the world today? Well, I found most to find one, and that is in Greek customs, marrying during a leap year on a leap day is considered unlucky, as the marriage could lead to divorce. Oh gosh. So any of those Greeks listening, I hope you're not getting married on a leap year day. So that's what some of the superstitions say. I don't know whether there's anything in that at all. And some consider leap year as a bad year for farmers. Okay, so when there is a leap year, some farmers don't particularly like it because it means they could have a particularly bad year for crops. So famous people that we might know. Well, I'm most to come with one. And that is Pedro Sanchez. Believe it or not, he's the Spanish Prime Minister out here at the moment of Spain, and he was born on a leap year day in 1972, February the 29th, 1972, in Madrid, and he turned 52 years old yesterday. So happy birthday to Pedro Sanchez if he's listening. That was his birthday tomorrow. But he was born on a leap year, which also means, I suppose it would make him in real time around 13 years old if you didn't count the leap year days. That's quite interesting, isn't it? So there we go. Hope you've enjoyed that. A little bit of interest today, travelling back in time. We try to bring you the unusual things in this channel, not just going around to different places in Spain, the Costa Blanca, but trying to bring you a little bit of information and facts, fun facts to really know about different events and things, and just thought it'd be interesting for you to know a little bit about February the 29th. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks very much for watching today. We're going to leave it there for today. Don't forget to mention one thing. You can now buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/the Costa Blanca Travellers. I'll leave the link in that below. So if you can buy us a coffee, that would be very much appreciated. Help us to try and grow the channel. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget the thumbs, very important. And don't forget to keep watching, because you don't know where we might pop up or what we might tell you about, what interesting things we might tell you about in the world, or in Spain or the Costa Blanca today. So if you've got any ideas, or you want to tell us where you're watching the channel from, do leave it in the comments below, because we love reading the comments from various people. And don't forget to keep watching, when we'll bring out hopefully lots more great places to visit and interesting things to know. Do take care. So from Rose and myself, the Costa Blanca Travellers, take care. Adios, mi amigos, until we catch you next time. Adios.